and basically talk about the open workout of Errol Spence and both Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford had his yesterday, and Errol Spence recently had his a couple of hours ago. From what it looks like Errol Spence is going to be more technically sound, and it appears that he may try to box with Terrence Crawford a little bit, and he's going to try to cut off the ring, which is something that Errol Spence does on a regular basis. At the end of the day, all the trash talking, the division between the black community, because yeah, I'm gonna go there, will be settled next week. And I'm gonna say this again: you know who you are. If in fact Errol Spence wins the fight, don't call me talking shit afterwards, because at the end of the day, you ain't said nothing since the fight been made. So that's being fake, which means you got fake confidence until the fight is over with. And I'm gonna say this again: I don't care who wins. I cover boxing, that's what I do. Like I say, for all the people that think I'm gonna be sad next week, not really. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna prepare for the down the fight, how this person won, how this person lost, what adjustments he should have made or didn't make, and that's just gonna be it, and that's all. So for the people that think they're gonna come on my channel and think they're gonna be taunting me, which I think you need to grow up. If in fact Errol Spence wins, but what happens if Bud wins? Then what? Where's the taunting be then? Because all I've seen the past couple of years is a lot of the division being caused by the Errol Spence fans. And then there's some that were extremists that I knew that thought they could try to bully me and punk me into like being an Errol Spence fanboy. No, I just cover boxing. I mess with both of them. But at the end of the day, I deal with Crawford more. But like I said, I'll be fine if Errol Spence wins. But what I didn't like was people getting attitudes because I did show support towards Terrence Crawford and not being a exclusive Errol Spence fanboys. And I just want to say to you niggas, yeah, I can't be punked. And I don't give a damn where you from. Nobody over the internet punk me. So for niggas that thought I was scared of them, think again. And you know who you are. So keep thinking that. Like I said, you know I'll be at fights. And you know what I look like. Like I said before, for everybody that's getting excited about what they saw with Errol Spence, it's an open workout. Bags don't hit back. You shadow boxing. You know, you shadow boxing. It's a demonstration of what possibly could happen, because at the end of the day, you never know what's going to happen to you in the ring with that individual. But I felt the need to like break that down because, like I said before, I'm not excited and jumping up and down about Terrence Crawford's open workout the same way I'm not jumping up and down about Errol Spence's open workout. It's an open workout. We're not going to know anything till after Saturday. When the first bell rings, abruptly around, I guess the first bell will ring, maybe hopefully around 9:05. It really depends on what happens before the fight. That's it, that's all. Because I mean coattailing is just like kind of to a certain degree. And I just thought that I thought that we were supposed to be people that were just down for black fighters, not black fighters that you may associate with or you may be a fanboy of. That's the difference between me and a lot of other people. I operate on my own. Like I said before, I don't have no boss and I don't answer to nobody, and I'm gonna continue to say that. Nobody runs my channel, nobody tells me what to say, and can't nobody check me. But I just had to put that out there. Like I said before, next week we gonna find out who the best out of Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. If Errol Spence wins, in all likelihood, he should be considered the consensus pound for pound best fighter on the planet. If Bud wins, then Bud should be considered the best pound for pound fighter. It doesn't matter about Canelo and about him being the face of boxing, which I can make an argument that Canelo ain't the face of boxing. All this stuff about resumes and this and that, that's null and void. All that gonna fly out the window. All of that is gonna fly out the window, because I can say this much: Team Spence is kind of like, they're kind of capping a little bit, because if Terrence Crawford was supposed to be this easy work, one-sided ass whooping, why are you already saying that you gonna train or come into the fight 3 different ways? Or are you gonna try to box with him, or are you gonna try to be more defensively sound, or what? You keep changing your strategy. Where Terrence Crawford has said, hey, he ain't really said what he gonna do. He just said that he gonna do whatever it takes to win the fight. And I do think it's gonna be a great fight. I will have the fight breakdown that everybody been asking for. I guess I'll put it out either Monday or Sunday night, maybe Saturday. It really depends. I mean, it may get dead tomorrow. But as of tomorrow, we are a week away from the weigh-in. And like I said, all the questions gonna be answered. So I just want to tell you, Errol Spence butt boys, as I said before, because y'all been the problem. All this fake pro-blackness, the whole stuff about the top-ranked Toby and all this stuff, but then none of you niggas addressed the Jerry Jones thing. You got quiet, so that just shows me you guys are phony. If you're going to play the pro-black card, you got to do it 24 hours a day. You got to be consistent with it. You can't just turn a blind eye. And that's what a lot of you dudes did, and I don't respect y'all. I just gotta say it. I just don't know where some of you Errol Spence fans, especially the ones from the area he from, like, think y'all could just go from channel to channel, like, trying to bully somebody. Like somebody's supposed to just bow down to you, like we supposed to not say what what we supposed to say because you on here. As you can see, it didn't stop me. I said what I said, and at the end of the day, ain't none of y'all gonna do a damn thing about it. I'm gonna keep saying what I'm saying, and it is what it is. Like I said, I'm gonna be fine one way or another. The channel will continue, the content will continue. If Terrence Crawford loses, he gets stopped, then we have to talk about, will Terrence Crawford take a rematch? If Errol Spence loses, gets stops, we gonna have to talk about, will Errol Spence take a rematch? Or what's next for each fighter? Because I was laughing and just looking at some of these cornballs, like, how old is some of you dudes? Ain't some of you dudes like in your early 40s, mid 40s, pushing 50s? And you getting upset because somebody giving praise to another fighter or just giving props to another fighter? So y'all think Errol Spence is the only one supposed to get props, right? So the people can't be a fan of Terrence Crawford. People have the right to like who they like, and that's been the problem with you Errol Spence fans. It's okay to like somebody and be a fan of somebody, but when y'all started making it personal, like saying stuff about his family and his kids and all that stuff, and I mean, come on, man, for real, questioning his blackness and all that kind of stuff. I mean, come on, man, it ain't even that serious. And then you had one goofy ass nigga trying to put out insinuations and stuff, and then one dude behind the scenes, he ain't man enough to like try to put out information or so-called information about certain fighters. He tried to get other people to do his dirty work because he a coward punk bitch, and he a hypocrite. Not my fault you don't have no game. Not my fault you lame. So I just saw You know, I just saw a lot of BS in behind this, and I'm sorry, it was primarily the Errol Spence fans that really caused this division. You know, where the fuck do you get off like trying to question somebody's blackness if they want to be a fan of Terrence Crawford? Who is you at the end of the day? And what do blackness have to do with a damn fight? But like I said before, y'all cowered away when that footage of Jerry Jones showed up standing pretty much right in the front of a Jim Crow rally. All of a sudden, y'all, Assalamu alaikum salam bean pa, my brother, niggas disappeared. All that pro-black shit disappeared. Where you go? Where you go? I called out the Jerry Jones thing. And that's just real talk. You want to play white supremacy when it comes to Bob Arum and Jerry Jones, but like I said, Jerry Jones sat up there is on whatever you think of Bob Arum. It is what it is, but at the same time, well, you got to have that same sentiments towards Jerry Jones. Oh, I know people can change, right? Yeah. So that's what I mean. Y'all want to play the racism, the pro-black, the white supremacy. You Errol Spence fans, nobody's scared of you niggas. Carl Burrell see me. I'm big. And I can move. 5'11", 260. Oh, wait a minute. I lost 10 pounds. 250. To the point to where y'all try to run up on me, because that would be a big mistake. Like I said, I'm always ready. I'm always prepared. But I hope it wouldn't come to that. But that's how a lot of you Errol Spence fans been acting. Ever since, I saw how immature y'all was when Terrence Crawford came there in 2020 after the Danny Garcia fight to basically say, let's make the fight. And y'all sitting up throwing death threats. Like, for real. Grown men. But that's funny, though. Y'all can threaten to do harm to another black man, but George Zimmerman's still walking around here. They just had a case where a white supremacist stabbed a black man to death, and he got in Missouri, I think, and he got a slap on the wrist. It's amazing y'all can't seem to find your weapons when these white boys and these non-blacks is doing stuff to us, but then y'all quick to threaten black people. And that's why nobody don't take us serious. But, you know, I'm venting a little bit, but I'm just saying next week, I'm glad at least it'll be over with, at least from that standpoint. Because I'll just want this to be over with. But like I said, I noticed a lot of these dudes on here kind of backtracking, but you played a role in it too. And I mean, as far as people saying I'm sneak dissing, well, this is my thing. There's no such thing really as sneak dissing. If you think I'm talking about you, then you must be guilty or doing what I'm insinuating that you're doing. And at the end of the day, I have a right to call certain stuff out. The reason why, and I'm gonna say something. The reason why I don't say people's names indirectly, because here's the thing. Anybody that know me, I don't give people free publicity. And that's just real talk. I don't give people, I'm saying your name indirectly or hinting your name or who you think you might be is because I don't believe in giving free publicity. Why would I sit up there and say your name in a video and give you free publicity and bring notoriety to you? Now, if we cool and stuff, yeah. But nah, I don't do that. And then as far as the so-called sneak diss it go, how can I sneak diss you when it's a whole bunch of y'all doing this stuff? I said y'all as a whole. I didn't say any specific names. Listen, I watch a lot of channels. I hardly ever like put something in the comments section. But I watch, I scope. That's what a good learner does. He scopes out stuff. He peeps out stuff. Before you make a move on the enemy or who you think may be a possible enemy, you study them, you learn their traits, you learn how they move. then you strategize how you gonna make a move on them. A lot of times when you do stuff on the fly just on instinct, because you just at the moment, that's how you get caught up. It always supposed to be an in and an exit route to a strategy when you executing the plan. And that's what I do. But I will say, like I said before, this needed to be said. No, I already know the Errol Spence extremists because there was a lot of them that I knew. And then, like I said, some of them got attitudes and stuff because I was doing interviews with Terrence Crawford and Bomac and stuff. And I'm going to just say this much. Who gives a fuck if somebody didn't do an interview with you? I done said several times, there's been fighters that blew me off. I done said several times, black fighters that didn't blew me off over Hispanic fighters. And I still didn't say their names. Because for the most part, I was trying to just be cool. Because at the end of the day, I ain't trying to cause distinction and hatred among the community. Now, you got some dudes that like, you got a lot of dudes on here that like playing black people up against each other. But you had a lot of the Errol Spence fans who should have just been fans trying to make it personal and trying to question you as a man, question you as a black person, and all that kind of stuff. And trying to bully people. I think y'all need to, and I gotta say this, and I'm not knocking any and everybody from Texas, but some of you dudes that was from where Errol Spence from, I'm gonna say this once again. You do know California. I'm from Cali. And I'm gonna say this again. I ain't from Texas, so I have no obligation to be an Errol Spence extremist. And you do know California is the same size as Texas pretty much, right? Where y'all say everything is bigger in Texas, well, in Cali, we get active. You a open carry state? Cool. So you don't think they have weapons in California? You think when y'all be talking about dudes from Georgia that support Terrence Crawford, you do know Georgia is an open carry state too, right? You do know Kentucky is an open carry state. You do know Nebraska, for the most part, is an open carry state, right? I mean, since y'all be talking about gun playing all that kind of stuff, I done seen Errol Spence fans go on people's channel threatening them. I mean, literally threatening their life. I seen one dude that was an Errol Spence extremist go on Coach Malachi's channel and threaten his life. I mean, who does something like that? But you picked the right one. I guess y'all don't remember those videos I put out when I first got on YouTube. I still got them. Actually, I got more. I actually ain't even showed you what I got. Ask CJ. Ask Goodfellas Sports TV the picture I seen him of what I'll be working with. I just put it to you this way. And I ain't even trying to go that route. I ain't no mechanic, but I got the tools. East Oakland, baby, and I'll play the fool. Bars. I told you I used to rap. I got bars. So I'm just letting you know. And if you don't know what play the fool mean, that's a line from Mr. T, where he say I pity the fool, but I'm saying I'm gonna play the fool out. So there you have it. So I'm just letting you Errol Spence extremists know, if you want to like I ain't going for none of that. I ain't going for none of that stuff. I thought that was the most pathetic thing I ever saw, when I saw a dude call up there and threaten somebody's life. And I done seen that on plenty chat. Like I said before, what you threatening, Bud? Like, oh, we pop off in Texas. I guess you ain't never been to Chicago or Philadelphia, and I ain't even going that route. I got everybody know I'm good in Philly. I guess you didn't know Philadelphia, I think in 2021, 2022 had like 400 reported homicides. And I'm not bragging off that stuff neither, because I hate to hear about stuff like that. But I'm just saying, for you dudes that was sitting up here threatening people, it ain't even that serious. And like I said before, I'ma just keep it a buck. I was talking to Lion Killer about this, and I agree with him, but I already said this. It doesn't matter what happens next week. Won't anybody be satisfied? It'll be excuses either way. Because people went out of their way to dismiss Terrence Crawford's accomplishments. So if in fact Errol Spence loses, you're going to hear excuses. If Terrence Crawford loses, you're going to hear excuses. But at least at that moment, I guess it'll be over with. But I'm just saying, as for me, my channel is going to be fine regardless. My channel was fine when Terrence Crawford was fighting at a lower weight class before he even set foot in welterweight. But sometimes you got to say this stuff, man, because you got to make it clear to people. And like I said before, the only people that's been sitting up playing each other against each other have been black people. And to a certain degree, I hate to say it, some of y'all make me ashamed to call myself a black man, because a lot of y'all been acting like boys and a bunch of ignoramus ass niggas. And I know this is gonna go, you know what I'm saying? I know this is like talking to a deaf person, because you gonna say, who, me? Yeah, you. You know who you are. A lot of y'all was doing this stuff. A lot of y'all was doing this stuff. And I just think a lot of y'all is pathetic. And then, and I'm gonna show you how, and I'm finna show you something else. Let me show you how immature and childish Errol Spence fans is. If you make a video like this, they flag it. But y'all Errol Spence fans supposed to be so tough. Y'all flagging people's videos. But you know, I thought y'all tough. I thought y'all supposed to be so tough. Remember, you pop off. Remember, only Texas got weapons. That's the only state where you can buy a weapon at. You know, according to y'all. And for people that think and for the people that saying, oh, town, why don't you show your face? I didn't show my face. Go to World Combat Sports. I showed my face. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show my face probably. I'm gonna probably show my face next week, since y'all think I'm so afraid to show my face. And in case you guys haven't forgot, I used to always drop my location. Nobody would ever show up. And for your sake, you was being smart, because you was finna walk right into a trap. Like, for real, yeah, it ain't that serious. It ain't never been that serious. I mean, to be threatening people? Really? To be threatening people? Over a damn fight? Over a fighter? Where was all that anger? Where was all that anger about all these brothers that you was hearing about in certain places being found hung? Where that anger towards that brother that got stabbed to death by a white supremacist, who said he was gonna go do something to a N-word with the ER, who got a slap on the wrist? Like I said before, why George Zimmerman walking around? Who been sitting up taunting Trayvon Martin's family? Y'all niggas ain't worried about jail when it comes to deleting another black man, so why would you be worried about, you know what I'm saying, jail when it comes to Zimmerman or somebody else? And I'm not inciting violence, but I'm just asking that question. Why all of a sudden you guys don't, all of a sudden you not locked and loaded when you hear about some people doing something to us? White boy step on your shoe, on your Jordans. Oh man, it's all good. It's all good. Oh man, I ain't tripping. Brother step on your Jordans. Nigga, you better watch where the fuck you going. Yeah. I'm just making a point. Just making a point. Because I feel like this had to be said. At the end of the day, once again, everything gonna be sorted out next Saturday. But I'm gonna continue to call some of y'all out. And like I said, to the dudes that got attitudes with me because I didn't want to be an Spence extremist, some of y'all, like I said, I never liked you niggas anyway. And that's just real talk. If you got an attitude with me because I wouldn't be an Spence extremist, and don't try to lie and say that wasn't the case. Never did nothing to you. But that's how a lot of these dudes act. One thing about me, I don't back down. And I shouldn't. But this stupidity and ignorance that I done seen go on through the black community has just been, it's been a travesty, and it's just been downright stupid. This is like the new East Coast, West Coast thing. Except Bud is from the Midwest and Spence is from the South, Midwest. I mean, this has been like the stupidest thing I ever saw in my life. Just plain ignorance. Can't blame this on white people. We should have been doing exactly what they was doing. If they was fans of one dude, just say, hey, I think this dude is going with, but then the personal attacks took it way beyond personal. And like I said, and a lot of this started, the catalyst that started it was that bitch Fred. It started a lot of stuff. And then it trickled over to to another goofy ass nigga. Cause like I said, I've been telling you about these guys. I've been telling you about these guys for the longest. Like I said, how all of a sudden you cool with all of a sudden you couldn't stand Top Rank. It was an epicenter for racism and all this stuff. But then as soon as Bill got there, some of y'all switched up. Or didn't say nothing. I mean, if you're gonna have that stance, have that stance. Once again, I don't tell nobody what promotional company to sign with, because that's them. But I'm gonna tell you guys this much, and I'm gonna say this again, and I'm gonna put emphasis on this. I don't have no problem getting credential for Top Rank events. And I can tell you at Top Rank events, you're gonna see a whole bunch of black media there versus the other one, versus the PBC. But I see a lot of these so-called super black power to the people niggas ain't said nothing when I done made several videos asking questions, why do the PBC ostracize a lot of black media? I don't have no problem getting into matchroom events. I done got credential for the last 3 matchroom events with no problem. And they put my correspondent in the front. But guess who always gave me the most problems? Guess who gave me the most problems? Talking about, oh, you need a certain amount of views, you need a certain amount of subscribers, but then you didn't credential people that got 500 subs. They go by who they like, where the other people go by who put in the most work. But see, I don't see none of you super pro-black niggas talking about that. I don't see none of y'all talking about that, but y'all so power to the people, being my brother, assalamu alaikum, and all that kind of stuff. But then you don't call out that stuff. They done gave me the most problems getting into events. You gotta call this person, you gotta call this person. You gotta sit here, and then I don't like to make it look like I'm begging people neither. Cause then that get on my nerve. Cause I shouldn't have to be begging. I shouldn't have to be submitting in work. I got people speaking on my behalf, and that still ain't good enough. Say, hey, let this dude in. So, like I said, at the end of the day, it's nowhere to be found. That's black people for you. And I hate to say it, they be black when it's convenient or when it's fitting their narrative. And I'm gonna keep exposing these dudes, and I'm gonna keep calling these clowns out, because is one dude, I want you to say my name in a video. So I want you to say my name in a video. That's what happens to people that come after me. Even when I tried to end beef and apologize, that's what happens. But it's one particular dude, I want you to say something, because and you know who you is. I want you to make a video saying something so I can body you, so I can humiliate you, so I can expose you for the fraud that you is. And I ain't even talking about Right Said Fred. Please say my name in a video, and then let somebody, please say my name in a video so I can make a fool out of you. You so pro-black, but then you sitting up there, oh my God. Yeah. I gotta end this video, you guys, but I'll be back with more heat later on.